Let's go over how will the coronavirus impact the housing market, particularly in the Silicon Valley, California. Hello everyone, this is Anti. Welcome to another episode of Life and Wealth Mastery. As more Americans are losing their jobs and experiencing reducing income, 2 million Americans have missed the mortgage, and around 3.74% of home loans have gone into forbearance as of April 5th, according to the Wall Street Journal. The $2.2 trillion does not provide assistance to mortgage services, which could pose a major problem if this trend continues. This explains why many big banks' profits stumbled yesterday, and many of them may have to set billion dollars to meet payroll with their investors if more homeowners quit making mortgage payments. The CEO and chairman of Chase, Mr. Jamie Dimon, announced that he will set aside $6.8 billion to cover potential losses due to coronavirus. And as you know, that the mortgage forbearance have caused a lot of issue to banks, because when the mortgage borrower don't make the payment, it's hurting the bank too. What if your tenant cannot pay you the rent due to loss of job? Landlord, keep in mind there is a 60 to 90 days eviction ban in California. Make sure you consult with your attorney and work out a repayment plan with your tenant to make it workable for both of you. And what if you don't just have one mortgage to deal with? What if you have two? What if you have three? And then your tenants on those houses decide that they cannot afford to pay you anymore. So what happened then? Average American, if you look at the statistic data, not a lot of them have a lot of reserves. How long do you think renter can sustain this life? Continue to rent your home? Maybe they have to scale back. Homeowners, how long do you think they can drag on this process of this forbearance? About planning, that makes a difference between the people who winning and losing is the people who plan ahead. So that's what I hope you are planning ahead. So sellers, if you are thinking of selling, this is the perfect time for you to put your house on the market. Number one, we have low supply right now, and you know that a lot of people that were supposed to put a house on the market for sale, they put it off the market because of the COVID-19. But if you are prepared financially and emotionally and strategically, you can have your house on the market right now. You have less competition, but it needs some work. You actually have about 250 more listings just added this week into the entire Santa Clara County. That's not a lot of houses, but the demand dropped significantly too. We do have experienced still a multiple offer situation, but it takes pricing and marketing strategy and negotiations of your realtor to help those sellers. Okay, so more than ever, you need someone really experienced to guide you through this process. And you may even consider as a seller that if you're not comfortable to have people to come in your house, you may want to consider rent a temporary short-term rental to live somewhere else while putting your house on the market if you can financially afford it. If the house have flexibility in showing time and ready for realtor to show under the new guideline of SIP, right? Even though people are going to put in the glove, the mask, and wipe, as they go in and out of the house, but not a lot of sellers who are the baby boomer, they are not comfortable because health is very important. They are more receptive to germs and more receptive to virus than the 20 years old people, right? So that's something for you as a seller to think about. And if you don't have to sell right now and you can withstand for the next, you can afford to have the home in the next 12 months, so hopefully all of this is going to go away, then you don't have to sell right now. When the shelter in place is lifted, the lockdown lifted, there's going to be sellers who have to sell will come back and compete with you. So if you need to sell right now, it's a perfect time for you to get ready to put the house on the market quickly. Buyers, it's still a great time for you. If you have a desire to get into a home right now, it will be perfect for you, because as you can see the directions the banks are headed, they're very stringent in the process of lending out money. And the interest rate is so low right now. With Chase right now, they will not loan to a borrower with a credit less than 700 credit score. And they need to have 20% down in order for them to buy a home. The latest mortgage credit availability index shows a decline of 16.1% in March versus February. This means that it is harder to get a loan. 24.2% harder now to get a conventional loan, 36.9% harder to get a jumbo loan, and 6.6% harder to get a FHA or VA loan. As you can see, not so many buyers can qualify for a mortgage right now with less than 20% down payment. But if they have a 700 FICO score or above, take advantage of it and you can get into a home today. Keep in mind, real estate is a long-term investment. With the low interest rate right now, and you can afford the monthly payment and be able to hang on to it 7 to 10 years from now, you will be glad you did. And I just hope that we don't have to go down that path of foreclosure market like back in 2008. But as you can see, what Mr. Jamie Dimon, CEO of Chase, announced today to the national TV, that he is preparing for that. I was there at the 2008 financial crash, and we were out on the front line on the main street helping people to negotiate with bank to do the short sale and loan modification, and to do I represent bank to help banks to do foreclosure REO and all that stuff. It was a mess. And I hope we don't have to go down that path again, but at this rate, possibly. So more than ever, you need to have an experienced agent to guide you through the process. Okay, and if you need help, feel free to reach out to me at 408-561-7539. I have almost 20 years of experience in real estate, investing and practicing selling, buying, and investing into real estate. I can help you to navigate through this crazy market. Thank you so much for watching. If you like my video, don't forget to click on the like button and subscribe. Thank you.